Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Thank you for joining us on this Monday evening for Quarantine Tonight. I'm Chris Williams, filling in for Mike Flood. I begged him to make a new intro, but since I'm only doing it for the week, they wouldn't let me, so I don't even get my name up there tonight, but that's all right. We're joined by a great band, Tyler Anthony and the Trainwreck tonight. Let's see, I had to write it down. We have Tyler right in front, Grant, Christian in the back, if you can see him. Tyler's kind of blocking him. And to my left, we have Trevor here. And you guys, this is a new formation going on here, but it's not unfamiliar territory. Can you just kind of describe to them what you were telling me when we first got out here?
Yeah, we're all from Gretna. This is the first time we're all playing in this room, for the first time on stage together. I've been playing with Grant and Christian on the drums for maybe a couple shows here, and I've been playing with Grant for, all summer pretty much. And so Trevor just joined in, but, we were in a band in high school, I guess.
That's right. Hello. I guess the microphone's not on. Maybe there it is. There it is. So yeah, at the end of high school, me, Tyler, and Christian started a band, and then Tyler went off to do his country music thing. He started getting everyone else in, and then decided it would be a good idea to get another level in the band, and that's what brought me along. So it's been fun to reunite with some of these guys and start playing with Grant, and it's been
a lot of fun.
So the name, the Trainwrecks, is that kind of because it's just thrown together?
I'll be honest, we were in the shop, we were in the shed. I live on a ranch, so we were kind of in the barn playing this past week when it was nice out. And I said, guys, we cannot be Tyler Anthony and Sons. It's too close to Mumford and Sons. And everyone kept asking us, why is you're younger than Grant? You may be older than them, but man. So they came up with the name. It's Trevor.
Yeah. So for the record, my first pitch for a band name was Tyler Anthony and the Dandy Band.
Yeah,
but
no.
I like that.
See?
I like that. What?
See?
I don't know.
Not Dandy.
Well, I like that. And then before we get into it, we have some originals on there. But I saw everything from Johnny Cash to Toby Keith on the list tonight. What genre do you guys describe yourselves as?
Yeah, we're outlaw country influenced by some classic country. We play Willie, we play Waylon, we play some Haggard. We'll play Toby Keith, we'll play Garth Brooks, and we got originals that have some Southern rock influence in them. We've all grown up with different types of music backgrounds, so it's some bluegrass. Grant's been playing he played in a folk band for 6 years? Yeah. So we definitely got some bluegrass over there. One of the best steel players in Nebraska, I'll tell you.
I feel like we have some true Nebraskans that know the music Nebraskans like, right? Is that kind of what's going on here?
I agree, yeah.
All right, well, we have Johnny Cash up first. Is that what I saw on the list? Well, let's just get right into the music then. It is Tyler Anthony and the Trainwrecks.
Thank you.
Train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Well, that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. Hey! Hey! When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Yes, I did. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Come on, Grant, give me some. Folks eating a fancy dining car. They probably drink coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. No, I can't, mama. No, never. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me.
railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Oh, far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. Yes, I do, mama. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah. Thank you. I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca road when along came a semi with a high-end canvas-covered load. Said, if you're going to Winnemucca Mac with me, you can ride. And so I climbed into the cab and settled down inside. He asked me if I seen a road with so much dust and sand. I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Traveling, I had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Hey! I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, and Padilla. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Traveling, I had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Yeah, I'll tell you. I've been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapalooza, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee to Hennessy, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil Lake, Crater Lake. Pete's sake, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Yeah. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Traveling, I had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Lone, Makika, Shepherdsville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsburgh, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Davenport, Idaho, Jellicoe, Pasadena, Pasadena, see what I mean? Oh, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Yeah. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Traveling, I had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Hey. I've been to Pittsburgh, Parksburg, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellensburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Larimore, Adamore, Havashaw, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, what a pity. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Traveling, I had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Oh! Come on, come on, come on. I said I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Traveling, had my share, man. I've been everywhere. That's a lie. We really haven't been everywhere. No, we love opening up with Folsom Prison. So I started playing live, last August, and Grant started playing with me. And ever since I met Grant while we were working at the same liquor store in Omaha. And I met him and I said, hey, why don't you come over, we'll drink a couple beers, and we'll sing some songs. I get there, he comes over and he starts asking, well, what song are you gonna play, man? He goes, I was in folk bands. And I go, well, I don't play too much folk. I mean, I know a lot of country. And so we settled on Folsom Prison. So I think for every single show, most shows we played Folsom Prison as our first song ever. And then we implemented some I've Been Everywhere by Johnny Cash as well. Well, I guess not originally, but a good cover of it. And man, that's a tough song. That's when rap was really good. We're We're gonna play a Sturgill Simpson song called "You Can Have the Crown." So we got this. Well, I've been spending all my money on weed and pills, trying to write a song that'll pay the bills, but it ain't came yet. So guess I have to rob a bank. I guess it could be worse, it ain't that bad. At least I ain't sitting in no Baghdad in the middle of a hot damn desert, sitting in a tank. Oh, every time my wife talks, the baby gets mentioned. I'm so broke I can't pay attention. Oh, Lord, how it tears me up to see her cry. Well, I've been spending all my nights on the internet, looking for a clue but ain't found one yet. Just a bunch of Mopar's guitar, other stuff I can't buy it. Well now, Lord, you can hear me, won't you throw the damn dog a bone? Cause if the devil shows up with a better deal, this old soul's going down. Oh, I sing 'em real pretty, sing 'em real sad, and all the people in the crowd sing, ain't half bad. Well, they call me King Turd up here on Ship Mountain. If you want it, you can have the crown. Well, I've been sitting on my ass like a bump on the log, watching Andy and no boss hog. I guess I ought to go out, find me a job. Oh, instead of sitting on my ass trying to find my next line, I'm sure there's gotta be a better use of my time, like figuring out which one of these banks I'm gonna go rob. Oh, the name of the game is hurry up and wait. Oh, but that ain't putting no food on my plate. Gas in my car, and I drive a Bronco. I do. So, Lord, if I could just get me a record deal, I might not have to worry about my next meal, and I'll still be trying to figure out what the hell rhymes with Bronco. I tell you, well now, Lord, if you can hear me, won't you throw the damn dog a bone? Cause if the devil shows up with a better deal, this old soul's going down. Oh, I sing 'em real pretty, sing 'em real sad, and all the people in the crowd say, ain't half bad. Well, they call me King Turd up here on Shit Mountain. If you want it, you can have the crown. Yeah, they call me King Turd here on Shit Mountain. If you want it, you can have the crown. Yeah, take it. Take the crown. Take the crown. Take it.
Ooh, you guys sound great so far.
Got me out of breath already.
I was going to say you're sweating a little bit. Don't worry, you have a little bit of a rest here. Mike Flood may not be here, but he left his mailbag behind. So we're going to go through some of the letters people have sent in, some of the stuff that they want to say. We do love when people send their letters. They talk about this program, such a great program. It started, of course, I don't know if you guys know the history. It started early in quarantine when everyone was sitting at home, kind of holed up, give them a break from all the bad news going on. Now the election's back, so give him a break from that too. So we'll take a look inside Mike's mailbag right now. Our first letter is from Jerry and Ann Kudera in Norfolk. They say they are so enjoying the program and they sure hope it continues. I'm not sure we knew it was going to last this long, but
Grateful it did.
It calls for it, right? Yeah. Great bands like you guys rolling through here and showing off some Nebraska talent. Let's see our next letter from Betty Alborg in Giltner. Thank you very much for the wonderful programs on Quarantine Tonight. NCN is my favorite station in the evenings. The polka bands are my favorite, but I enjoy them all. Thanks again. God bless you. Thank you, Betty, for the kind words.
She knows what's up. Polka Police. Man,
does.
they crashed this place was it last week?
Yeah, we got a lot of letters about them, but most of them were not quite as complimentary. We got a little bit of each. They were a little controversial. You guys have toned it down a little bit from the polka police.
Well, grab your wiener, let's polka, right?
Yeah, your pants are a little longer. You don't have. And our third letter, Barbara Eggers in Tilden. I haven't missed a show since you started. That's dedication right there. I'm a music lover, so I get pleasure out of all the talent that you bring to Nebraska and the world. Keep up the good job and go Big Red finally. 0-2. I don't know if we want to be talking about Big Red right now. I don't know if that's a good idea. We love getting those letters. Continue sending them to us. We read all of them. I'm sure you know how mail apparently is. Between 4 and 6 a.m., we'll get a couple 100,000 more letters mailed in.
Taking a quick look at
Sorry, that's my last election comment and joke. We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it the rest of the night. We do love the letters. We love the support. We love the bands that come on here. We're going to take a quick break to look at news and weather, but when we come back, we have more rockin' music coming your way.
Yeah, you ought to tell them to grab a Busch Light.
And grab a Busch, the people at home or me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you're home, grab a Busch Light, enjoy the music. That'll help you through the next set. I like that.
There we go.
Welcome back here on News Channel Nebraska for Quarantine Tonight. They're already talking about America. I see this second set looks pretty patriotic. There's a Tyler Anthony original on there called In America. You just kind of talk about A, your love for that flag behind you, and B, your song.
Well, you know, you can't just not love that flag for everything, you know, these men and women have been doing for our country, first off. But no, the song In America, it all stems off of I was watching a good old classic Western, you know, with my dad. It was probably a Saturday morning or something before we went out to do some work. And I was thinking, you know what, this needs some freaking music behind it. And I was just thinking about, you know, my dad, he goes out west sometimes, and he goes rides, and they bring cattle and things like that. And I was just like, that's so badass to me. And to think about what it used to be, and that's America right there. And so I wrote that song talking about, you know, what it's like living on the prairie, doing those things, and it's just a badass song about living that dream of America, in America. It's also, you know, what I had dreamed of. That's kind of what it's called.
And I feel like there's so many people out there watching that feel that. They connect with that. Grant, I don't know, are you kind of more rural also, or what's your upbringing, and what brought you to this patriotism?
Yeah, so I grew up kind of rural adjacent, actually, kind of near, right near where Tyler lived. And
yeah, we didn't really know each other, which is funny.
Yeah. But definitely growing up in that setting, and having a family who were farm owners out in Meade, Nebraska. I mean, going out there and having parents who'd grown up on a farm, learning about just how life goes on the farm was very influential to me. And we watched a ton of Western stuff, and we were used to kind of how kind of rural America operates. So I definitely had a plenty of influence growing up.
Now, as a non-musician, I know when I hear the songs like Toby Keith, I know you have that coming up, it hits you inside, you feel it. Performing it, do you feel that even more? What's going through your head and your body when you're playing these patriotic songs?
Seeing how people react to it, how they how they sing along with it to songs that they're familiar with, or how they dance or get down. Mm-hmm. Just seeing how it pleases other people around us is moving.
It's one thing we got, and the one thing we do have is America. Mm-hmm. And singing songs about that, it's amazing. Like he was saying, seeing people who are crying, seeing people who are just, I mean, it puts a smile on your face. Mm-hmm. And that's something you don't get often, you know?
Well, this first one, for anyone who is active military, has family that's military, family that's served, I feel like this song just hits a little bit harder, so I'll let you guys take it away.
I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to a mother, and everything and everyone, helping at 'em bright and early. I'm on business in my suit. Yeah, I'm dressed up for success, from my head down to my boots. I don't do it for the money. There's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory. I just do it in a way. I'm providing for our futures, my responsibilities. Yeah, I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I ain't calling sick on Monday when the weekend's been too strong. I just work straight through the holiday, sometimes all night long. And you can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey,
I'm true down to the core, and I will always do my duty, no matter what's the price. I've counted up the cost, and I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't want to die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. And an American soldier, an American, beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand when liberty's in jeopardy. I'll always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, oh, sleeping American soldier. I'm an American. Yeah, I'm an American soldier in America. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I'll always do what's right. I'm out here on the front line, oh, sleep in peace tonight, American soldier. I'm an American, an American, no, an American soldier. We'd like to thank everybody for serving our country. Keep it up. I love this song because not only is it American, but it talks about losing your grandpa. Losing anybody's hard, but I know I'm real close with my grandma, my grandpa, all of them, and this song just hits home. This is I Wish Grandpas Never Died by Riley Green. I wish girls you loved never gave back diamond rings. I wish every porch had a swing. I wish kids still learn to say certain man how to shake a hand. I wish every state had a Bethlehem. I wish everybody knew all the words to Mama tried. I wish and I wish even cars had truck bells, never road was named Copperhead, and coolers never run out of cold bush light. And I wish high school home teams never lost, and back road drinking kids never got caught. I wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. I wish honky-tonks didn't have no closing time, and I wish grandpas never died. I wish Sundays on a creek bank would never end. Wish I could learn to drive again.
Was the first time 17, she was my everything. Kiss in a Chevrolet could happen every day. I wish everybody overseas was gonna make it home. I wish country music still got played on country radio. And I wish even chorus had truck beds. And every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold bush light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. And back road drinking kids never got cold. I wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. I wish honky-tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. And I wish good dogs never got great, no. I wish farms never got sold. And I wish even chorus had truck beds. And every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold bush light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. And back road drinking kids never got cold. I wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. I wish honky-tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. All right. Let's get a drink after that one. Bush Light to all. Oh, you want? All right, I won't even say it. Man. Just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Hey! Straightening the curve, hey! Flattening the hill. Someday the mountain to make it on, but the law never will. Hey! I'm making their way, the only way they know how. Yeah. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Hey! Hey, come on! Come on! Hey, come on! Good old boy. You know my mama loved me. But they don't understand why they're showing my hands and on my face on TV. Hey! Making their way, the only way they know how. Yeah! Boogada, 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 boogada. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Hey! Whoa! Making their way, the only way they know how. Yeah! That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Hey! Give me something, Grand Rohead. Yeah. Making their way, the only way they know how. Boogada, 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 boo. That's just a little boogada, boogada. Making their way. We're gonna do this original one. It's called In America. I hope you guys like this one. Rolled the land till my feet turned blue. Strapped a sack on my back filled with bean soup. Gunsinger and a singer and friends too. Never once did they look back to America. Days are hot and you lose your time. Sun rises and it sets behind. Like a poison plant in my mind. A band of brothers on the run. I traded chains for cowboy boots. They blame me all on my roots. They buried you, but I came out true. It's what I had dreamed of. What I had dreamed of. What I had dreamed of. In America. Shining down on my name. Here's a Johnny come to save the day. Take a step out across the lake. Change my name to come out true. Oh, nah, nah, nah. Yeah, yeah, no, no. Yeah, yeah, no, no. Say, wet through the water. In America.
That's a Tyler Anthony original right there. That was great. Now I was looking through the Facebook comments. Some of your guys' families are watching. I don't know who, the Harpenow, is that your grandparents?
That's gonna have to be me, yeah.
Is that your grandparents are watching? They said hi in the comments.
I love you guys.
And Christian, I believe, do you have family in Washington State? Yes, I do. Yeah, they're watching from way out, 2 time zones away here. So I figure, well, I'll grab you this mic. Say something to your family here. Christian's just been hiding in the back, right? Right? You probably.
We got that camera on him, right?
Make sure. Can
you see me?
Yeah, let me get out of the way. Are we good here?
Nila and Eva, are you watching? I can't see you, but you can probably see me. Hi.
I got to ask all you guys, and you two with the mics, your families, growing up playing instruments, especially the drums, you're beating around all the time. That's not a quiet instrument. What has the family support been like through all this?
Well, I usually play when they're not there, so they don't have to listen to it. But yeah, it's a lot of moving stuff around. That's like a big part of it because this is a huge set, and I always have to borrow my dad's truck. And I've been playing drums for quite a long time. So
how long? How old were you when you started?
Maybe 11.
Okay.
Although yeah, I've done a whole lot of things from like jazz band to drum line, and they're always there to help me with that stuff and support me. So yeah.
So what's the most fun? Everyone likes. I'll let you go and say. Everyone loves just jamming out on the drums. Obviously, what is the most fun genre to be able to just get in there and get after it with?
Country, obviously, right?
Is that?
Yeah, totally. No. Oh, I really like jazz a lot. That's one of my favorite things to jam out to. But also like some kinds of hard rock. That's a lot of fun too.
Just getting the variety. And you were going to say something. I cut you off.
I was going to say, man, this guy Christian. I've worked with him in high school and things like that. Because we all went to the same high school. All of us did. But man, Christian, every time we have band practice, he drives up from Lincoln, where he goes to school, He hikes he gets all his gear down the backyard into the basement. It doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter whatever, but he's been doing that. We help him, but man, having to load up drums and drive from Lincoln, he's the hardest working man in showbiz.
Yeah, that was my nickname by my choir director.
That is awesome. Well, we appreciate everyone watching, the family members watching, supporting. We have plenty more music to come. We'll take a quick break, but we have a whole nother set coming up shortly. Welcome back on Quarantine Tonight. We're rocking out with Tyler, Anthony, and the Trainwrecks. It hasn't been a train wreck so far, but right when we went to break and it went off, you guys were excited. You haven't played a lot of these songs together. Things going well? Things gelling well for you two?
So, yeah, I would say so far we're all gelling pretty well. It helps that we're all, if I can toot our own horns real quick, we're all pretty good musicians in our own right. And
We're friends.
But that last song, you helped write it, but you've never actually played it together.
yeah,
Correct.
so that was, Tyler came to me and he said, hey, I got this idea for a song. I need a little bit of help with it. And he came to me and I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it really, really cool. So that way when we get on stage, it's going to be really, really cool.
Throw me under right there.
So he's just saying he added more bass to it, basically, right?
100%.
Pretty much.
All right, well, coming up with some Bon Jovi. Have you guys watched Deadliest Catch? This is the title sequence at the start, this next song.
Love
Coming up.
Deadliest Catch.
I'll let you guys take it away.
It's all the same. Only the names will change, and every day seems we're wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. Hey, I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. Hey, I'm wanted, dead or alive. Hey, I'm wanted, dead or alive. You got to end on that pickety third, don't we? Pickety third. Love it, love it. All the music geeks are like, yeah, we understand. All the other people are like, yeah, we understand. All right. Well, it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. And you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. And you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though I'm on your fighting side, and I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. Yeah. No, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I've seen my name a few times in your phone book. Hello, hello. And I've seen it on the signs of where I played. Hey! Yeah, but the only time I know I'll hear Tyler Anthony and the Trainwrecks is when Jesus has his final judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. Hey! And I never minded standing in the rain. No, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I'll tell you, a good friend of mine, Steve Goodman, wrote that song. He said, Tyler Anthony and the Trainwrecks, this is the most country western song I've ever heard. I said, oh, Steve Goodman, this is not the perfect country and western song. And by the way, Steve Goodman and I are really good friends, all right? Anyway, Steve Goodman, he said, you know, what are you talking about? I said, well, you said nothing about beer or Busch Light or beer or goddamn beer, all right? You said nothing about it. Nothing about mamas, nothing about crying, nothing about the rain, nothing about Busch Light, all right? Steve Goodman, he goes, all right, Tyler, I got a good verse for you. Got a third one here, and I'm going to sing it for you. And he sang it for me. I said, damn, Steve Goodman, that is the good country western song. So I felt obliged to sing it on Nebraska News Channel 9 for you, if that's all right. And it goes something like this. Well, I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. And I went to pick her up in the rain. Oh, but before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by the damned old train. We're drinking Busch Light and we'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never mind Well, David Allen Coe for you guys. I wrote a song about drinking beer with my dad. And I think a lot of people can relate. It doesn't matter who you drank your first beer with, but you got to remember who that was. And if you don't, well, then you must have had a good time doing that first beer with him. This one's called Ice Cold Beers, and it's an original. I hope you guys really like this song. I was 11 when I remember reading, helping my dad outside, helping Mondays earlier on Sundays, and eating grandma's pies. I walk like him, talk like him, and learn to sing to him. But what stuck most was what he taught me to do. He said, can you open this guy, grease the wheels, and get me a cold beer? Top off the waters and don't tell your mother you can have one in a few years. Once you open that gate, feed the cattle and park the old John Deere, you can run inside and grab a few of them nice ice cold beers. I turned 16, my sweet 16. I told my daddy, screw a party, let's ride. Out the back roads, the pastures, we rode all night. Yes, we did. Back home, he said, you're at that age where you'll start, I said, having sex. He said, no, you're at the edge where you'll start drinking all the goddamn beer in my fridge. He said, can you open this gate, grease the wheels, and get me cold beer? Top off the waters and don't tell your mother you can have one in a few years. Once you open that gate, feed the cattle and park the old John Deere, you can run inside and grab a few of them nice ice cold beers. Oh, moments come and the moments go. Just remember the times until you grow. The moments come and the moments go. Just remember a cold one now and then you'll know. I was 62, my son was 17. He said, I love you, Dad. I said, wish Grandpa was here to see my son running downstairs. He came back, pressed up against his hot summer head. Was a couple cold ones in his hand. Looked up at God and I said, I opened that gate, grease the wheels, got us a cold beer, topped off the waters, and I didn't tell my mother. Little did she know that I was drinking beer. I opened that gate, fed the cattle, and parked the old John Deere, and I ran inside and grabbed a few of them nice ice cold beers. I ran inside and grabbed a few of them nice ice cold beers. Preferably Busch Light. Thank you, guys. Listen, we are so grateful to be here. Tyler, Anthony, and the Trainwrecks, we could not be more happy. We're going to play this awesome song, which we do not condone, but we're going to play it because it is a fun song. Kick it, Trevor.
my 1964 Caddy Street ready to storm. At 1:45, just looking for form. I said twist for me, baby, hit a riff for me, baby. Take another shot, get a lift for me, baby. Oh yeah, it's 1:45. What you wanna do? A little bit of cocaine, country dancing with you. A little bit of cocaine, country dancing with you. Come on, let's get rolling. Only you can keep me going. It's 2:45. You know what I need. I said twist for me, baby. Hit a riff for me, baby. Take another shot, get a lift for me, baby. Oh, hey. It's 4:45. Do we have any more? Little bit of cocaine, country dancing with you. A little bit of cocaine, country dancing with you. Hey! It's 1:45. Been looking for fun. It's 1:45. What you wanna do? It's 2:45. You know what I need. It's 4:45. Do we have any more cocaine? Country dancing with you. Dancing with you. Oh, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, hey. Ooh, 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 hey, baby, yeah. Oh, a little bit of cocaine. Country dancing will do. Yeah, a little bit of cocaine. Country dancing with you. I need a little cocaine, country dancing with you, mama. Let's dance with you, yeah. Hey. All right, we got another original here. This one's called "The Clock Doesn't Work at the Bar," guys. This is what happens when you go through a tough time and you go to the bar and they say, "Hey, man, time will heal everything." You realize that time just doesn't seem to go anywhere at the bar. What's best for you? What's best for me? And all the things in between. Hear my voice if during rain. How cold another time. As they say, time it heals the heart. But the clock, it doesn't work at this bar. Spending all my money, try to get over you. When the money runs out, I wanna run to you. When the same stool is sitting don't feel the same, honey, who's to blame?
They say time it heals the heart, but the clock it doesn't work at this bar. There's a face in the mirror across the bar top, underneath the finders, that makes my heart stop. I'm like a man grown before he's born. God, listen to me, born. Another shot'll do. 'Cause what's best for you, what's best for me, and all the things in between. Hear my voice after it rain. I'll call another time. As they say, time it heals the heart, but the clock it doesn't work at this bar. Oh, come on. And in the end, I'm just as old as I'll ever be. And in the end, it's only me and you. Oh, in the end, I'll buy just one more drink. And in the end, I'll find it to be true. Same old bar, but you're not here with me. And I wonder where the hell you are. Thank you, that was an original one. Hits the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Classes, slow as molasses, drinking beer the night before. Have room, smelling futon that we slept and drooled on, dreaming of that country dance floor. Passed out again at 8 p.m., working that dead-end job. Yeah, party on the weekend, swimming in the deep end of life like a rodeo. Yeah, college was enough, but damn, a man miss home. The stage lights just get brighter, hearts and rock and roll, but that ain't just enough. When the crowd is my name, they all know that I'm doing my honky-tonk. Classes, all this work, flunky, baby, come to my house. Hey, I'll sing you a slow song, study all night long and dream of being Nashville bound. Yeah, driving down I-80, ready for a vac, get a job playing music loud. Yeah, colder than bars, stay out all night long, just being country proud. Yeah, college was enough, and damn, a man miss home, and stage lights just get brighter, hearts and rock and roll, but that ain't just enough. When the crowd is my name, they all know that I'm Trainwreck. Come on, bring it down for me, y'all. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Well, here we go. This is an original song I wrote. It's called Honky Tonk Thing. And what it's about me quitting school, quitting my job. We're doing what we want to do. We're doing what we love. And that's what it's about. And to Jeff, if you're watching this at school, you offered me that head shop position. I said, no. I said, I'm leaving. And you said, well, why? And you said, what, you're doing your honky tonk thing? And I said, yes, I am. And I'm going to write a damn song about that now. Here we go. Jeff's been saying lately, what's he doing without the shop? He ain't working. He's just living the work that makes him proud. But that ain't just enough. When the crowd is my name, they all want going. He's going, when are you ending it, Tyler? And I kept looking at him. He's like, all right, we'll go again. We'll go again.
We're going again?
Are you going again? Don't need to come up. I need to grab this mic for Grant because I've been watching. I'm fascinated. I need to explain. I don't even know what this instrument is called. And Daniel, if you can get in close here so everyone can see the top. All right, so what is it called and how do you play it?
Yeah, so this is a console steel guitar. I know a lot of people are going to be familiar with like the twangy sound that you find in country music, but this one doesn't have any pedals. So a lot of times like pedal steel guitars will have some like down here, and you can step on them to kind of bend the notes, but I'm doing all that manually just kind of with like either sliding this like piece of steel in my hand or like doing kind of like string pulls behind the bar. So
Please show us a little bit. Will you do a little riff?
Yeah,
Show
I can
us
do that.
Real close up over here.
if you want to hold that.
Yeah, yeah. So does it play like a guitar? Like if you know guitar, is it easy to pick this up, or is it a whole different thing for you?
Yeah, so in theory, it shouldn't be too hard to like pick it up because it's an open tuning. So I've got it tuned to like just a whole open chord there. So I mean, if you can follow along from like an open G position, it's pretty easy to just fret all the notes. But the hard part is getting like the sliding down and the proper like way to hold the bar. It can be a little tough to like properly fret the note and like not have a ton of like background noise going on. But it took me a while to get it going.
Yeah, how long have you been playing it?
Probably about 8 years actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it common? Like I listen to a lot of music. I don't watch it be played a lot. Like, are there a lot of songs that have this in there, or is it just depend?
Yeah, there's a lot of like albums out there that actually use this. A lot of my favorite classic rock albums actually use like steel guitars, like Neil Young's like Harvest. It's got a plenty of like steel guitar going in the background, like some Steely Dan, Countdown to Ecstasy has a lot of steel guitar on that album. So you can find it in kind of some more like useful places like in rock and like country, but it's mostly going to be found in country now.
And how did you start it? Like you just saw it in the store, you're like, hey, I want to start playing that, or?
So I actually started on dobro, which is like the acoustic version of this, since I started playing in bluegrass bands. And so I figured eventually that I might want to get like basically the same thing but electrified, so I could still, you know, kind of like have a little more like dual purpose, so I can play a few different instruments.
Is it more fun for you to play, or do you like playing this guitar behind me?
I definitely like playing this. This is my like first instrument playing like, you know, lap style like this, like that, and like acoustic dobro. But I pick a little mandolin and like acoustic guitar and stuff too.
Well, it sounds awesome. Everything has sounded awesome. We better take a break so Tyler can go refill his Busch Light. You've been singing about it all night. You got to go get a refill, right?
Yeah, I think we got a song about that when we come back, about Busch Light.
All right. Well, that's coming up here on NCN. Before the break, hopefully some viewers at home have a nice Busch Light in hand. But I have to ask you guys, all four of these guys, native Nebraskans from the Gretna area. I moved here about 2 years ago. Right away, everyone was like, oh, yeah, you like Busch Light? You like Busch? What is it? What is it with Nebraska, the Midwest, and Busch Light?
Man, it is the brew of the gods. It is. You're asking me what is it with it? You've drank one.
Not tonight.
No, but you've had one. Now, that first sip, it's just, oh. Man, I did the best I could today, and I am rewarding myself with that beer. That's what that beer says. It says you did a good job.
So in a way, is it like the beer of hard work? Like the harder you work, the tastier it is?
It's the beer of farmers. And if you don't like Busch Light, then you ain't for the farmers.
I'm for the farmers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna mention that it was for the farmers.
Oh yeah, we are for the farmers 100%.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I think a lot of Nebraska is. Appreciate it here. Are you for Iowa farmers too, or?
Oh, you know I am. I got family in Iowa.
Okay. I saw you have some shows in Iowa. Sometimes you go over there.
Yep, we're gonna be.
We have plans.
We're playing in Ankeny at the brewery. You know, the day after Thanksgiving. We're playing at Buck's Bar and Grill this Saturday.
You're playing in Iowa the day Nebraska plays against Iowa.
I tell you.
Touchy subject. That's a touchy
I tell you. I'm not saying I'm a Hawkeyes fan, but let's just say my sister went to Nebraska, so.
Okay, I'm saying half the state just turned their TVs off.
No, I said I wasn't a Hawkeyes fan.
Okay. Well, I found out that these guys, the real reason they wanted to come on was to earn a sponsorship from Busch Light. They have a song about Busch Light. It's all been planned out by them. So I have no idea what to expect here. I apologize. I literally have no idea what's coming up here. But an ode to Busch Light.
Thank you. This song is called Memories. In parentheses, it's called Busch Light. I need everyone watching to hold that bush light up. No one's watching except for God, all right? Remember that. So keep them up while we sing this song. If you like Coors Light, you're gonna cry. Memories in my mind. Think about the older times. Way back in my mind. I wondered why I drank Coors Light. 'Cause Bush Light, Bush Light. Now that I drink Bush Light, I have a peace of mind. It's what Jesus made from wine. And with Coors I'll drink Bush Light. Let me tell you why. 'Cause Bush Light, yeah, Bush Light. We're for the farmers here. Yeah, 'cause Bush Light, yeah, Bush Light. Thank you. We're not sponsored by Bush Light, but we're trying to be. Now I'm just gonna tell everybody, watching to go get one more Bush Light, because I know you finished it during that song. I know the power of the music, right? That song's got potential. In the twilight glow I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodnight and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember. Only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember. Blue
sings my song. Guess I'm just wasting my time. Well, that got me thinking, man, I'm really singing, and I really had a flash this time. I had no business leaving, and nobody would be grieving if I went back to Tulsa time. Yeah, living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I've been through it. Gonna set my walls back to it. I'm living on Tulsa time. Well, living on Tulsa time. I'm living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I've been through it. When I set my walls back through it, I'm living on Tulsa time. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tire fair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes as I took his glass of champagne. I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay, yeah, well, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I got friends in low places. Well, I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. But then I've been there before. Everything's alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. They didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just get me in that worrying there. I'll be as high as this ivory tower that we're living in. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay, yeah, well, you know, hell, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I got friends in low places. Well, I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. But then I've been there before. Everything's alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene.
Just wait till I finish this glass. I'll be as high as that ivory tower. Hey, you can kiss my ass, 'cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowned and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay, yeah, I'll be okay 'cause I got Bush Light. I'm not big on social graces, all they gonna slip on down to the oasis, 'cause we got friends in low places. Yeah, we do. One more time, 'cause we got friends in low places. Thank you.
I feel like that song's become like a staple in a small town bar, like anywhere in the state on a given Saturday night.
It is. It is always one that is requested at the end. That and Copperhead Road.
That,
I think those two.
do you guys know we have some bonus songs coming up after the break? We'll get to that in a second.
We'll play some more songs.
But I have to ask you, because typically, and you know this, obviously people would be cheering as you drank what looked like more than half a beer.
Man, I wish it was half a beer. That was the full one I had.
And typically that's when you look out and you have a bunch of drunk people
Oh my
singing
gosh.
along.
And they raise it up.
Yeah, and
they-
they're probably at home doing that on their couch. But what has it been like to perform for a camera? I saw you did a Facebook Live performance the other day. You're performing just to a camera. What has that been like?
No, it's way different. But here's the thing: is all of us have performed in high school. Whether it was show choir or whatever it was, one acts, things like that. All those extracurriculars, and we've all been performing, and so we know what it's like to do a run through with no audience. Before the show, before that state or something, that state final. But you never truly know what it's like to not play in front of a crowd, because you feed so much off of them. Someone who's drunk and cheers in you, and someone who's just sitting in the back, having a good time, and it's those people that really give you that energy. So you have to dig in, and you have to find that energy in yourself and with each other. You notice we go to each other and we play, and it's like we got energy around us that we're just feeding off of. And you got to really pull that out in order to do it.
And your grandparents are watching. That's the group that has been the most isolated, right? They're staying at home. Is there any part of that where, even though they're not out there, you can't see how much it means? Does it not feel like it means that much more to give them some sort of release? They get to see you in a safe manner?
That's the hardest thing, especially with Corona. And I don't want to cry tonight, but I haven't seen my grandparents and both sides, moms and dads, for so long, because of Corona and all this crap.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're isolated, they're in the garage, they're even my grandpa did harvest, and luckily a couple of my cousins and stuff went down there to help, but I haven't seen them in so long. I haven't been able to give them a hug, and even if I have seen them, it's it's just a wave and or whatever, and keeping your distance, and so that's hard. But see, knowing that they've been watching this, knowing that they can see, whether it's just me, one of their grandsons, or if it's the other 50 that we have, whatever, the fact that they can do that, and especially technology helps. It just warms my heart, and it's just it makes it hard. And I think I can speak for all of us. When I say that, it's tough. But to lighten the mood, happy anniversary to my mom and dad. 29 years.
Are they celebrating with some Busch Lights tonight?
They better be.
Well, that's awesome. We'll take a quick break here. We'll come back with some bonus music coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight here on News Channel Nebraska. And a big thank you to UNMC. They've been helping make this all possible for months now, much longer than we hoped it would last, but we love how long it's been lasting. It's been a fun show, given everything going on. We have some bonus tracks coming up. Before we get into it, I'm only 25, so when I come on here, I'm usually not the oldest person in the room. This is a young crowd. How old is everyone here? Just going through. Do you know everyone's ages or?
Yeah, I can tell everyone.
Okay.
We got. Wait, I don't know actually.
Okay.
It's close.
Dad, how long have we been friends?
Sorry.
I'm currently 20.
20.
We got 21, new. He's 24. Gosh, he's old.
I know.
You're damn close to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's a young group. But you can tell you guys are talented musicians. A, because you walked over and just picked up the bass guitar and started going for it in the middle of the break. B, they're just sitting up here. This is their first show as a group, all of them together, and they're just deciding what songs to play, making it up. Starting with a great one, Jimmy Buffett. I always joke that it's Warren Buffett. Very different people.
Very.
But they're both rich, right? So it's
There
like,
you go,
the
true.
same kind of spirit.
They both waste away in Margaritaville.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll get back into the music.
Thanks. All right, you started it off? You want me to? How do I start? Living on a sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of the terrace covered with oil. Strumming my six string on my front porch swing. The smell of the shrimp they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's all Trevor's fault. Well, I don't know the reason I stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. I'd show you the tattoo, but it's on my buttocks. Ain't it grand? Well, it's a real cutie. It is. Man, she's a Mexican beauty. How it got here, I haven't a clue. There's too many bush lights we were having that night, I'll tell you. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Where's the salt? Where's the salt? Wait. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's all Grant's fault. Come on, give us some good. I'll tell you, I blew out my flip-flop and stepped on a pile top. I cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. Back home, back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Where's the salt? Where's the salt, baby? Some people claim that there's a woman every time it seems to be my own damn fault. Every time we sing that song. Man, I'm getting tired of it. You said it is my fault? It's your fault. It probably is my fault. Can we sing an original song? You guys want to do an original in my head? You want to do that one? This song, guys, it's all about being scared to grow up. What are we pointing at our head for? It's in my head, guys. It's all about being scared to grow up and growing up and just realizing, that you don't want to lose what's inside. So that's what this song's about. Hope you guys like it. It's called In My Head. Here we go. The world just stops and I could see myself as I once was. A man holding a guitar and not knowing what smoking was. My drink of choice would be orange juice, not filled with whiskey to the brim. I talk to my demons out loud instead of fighting them in my head. In my head, I'm a kid. In my head, I'm 10 years old. I know I'm still young now. Stop the barbed wire from cutting my throat. Mama taught me not to raise hell, but only fight when I get hit. But I ain't been hit too much, and it's 'cause I'm a bigger kid. If I was still young, I'd probably drink less and go to sleep more. But what's the use when I'm sleeping with nobody but the floor? In my head, I'm a kid. I'm 10 years old. I know I'm still young now. Stop the barbed wire from cutting my throat. At 19, I wanted more for my life than books and a fancy suit. I want my name in the neon lights and wearing some fancy boots. At 21, I'm still a kid at heart, but playing shows with hundreds of friends. Yeah, yeah. What's in my head still there? Yes, it is. I'm just scared I might lose it. 'Cause in my head, I'm a kid. In my head, I'm 10 years old. I know I'm still young now. Stop the barbed wire from cutting my throat. Stop the barbed wire from cutting my throat.
I like that. We got time for one more here, but before we do, we touched on it earlier, but you were talking about what you have, some of the shows you guys have coming up. Can you just run us through that?
Yeah, I can run you through it. So this Saturday, we're going to be at Buck's Bar in Venice, Nebraska, and that is a crazy honor to be at Buck's. We're going to be there from 9 to, 1 a.m., and we're going to play all night. 9 to 1 a.m., for sure starting at 9. Who knows when we'll end. But that's going to be a fun one, and I can't wait. Then that next week, man, I don't know. What are the dates we got? Man, I know the day after Thanksgiving, we're going to be in Ankeny, Nebraska, Uptown Garage Brewing. In Ankeny, Iowa. We're starting at 8, I believe.
21st?
Yeah, the 21st. is going to be Rusty Nail. There we go. The 21st is Rusty. It's all on my calendar.
It's a good thing we're doing this so you can know when your shows are.
It's like running it through my mind. It's all on the calendar. Yeah. Grant said, you can follow us on the Facebook. It's Tyler Anthony Music. And that way, I mean, that has all the events laid out there. That way I don't have to keep it in my head. I just pull up that crap.
and so I know you do some Facebook Live shows. Have you recorded anything yet? I know you were talking about it before COVID hit.
We've started, especially with COVID and everything. Gigs have slowed down. Yeah. So we've started recording some things. We're working on, we want to do a lot of live streams. We love the sound we get from just playing together, all together, and that's something it's hard to recreate. So we're working on getting some sort of album out there that can be live almost in a setting.
And so this group, first time really playing together. What do you think so far? Do you approve? You think you'll keep doing it?
Well, we're definitely not a train wreck.
Yeah.
Well, we are.
More of a dandy, I would say.
I would say it's more of a dandy. Exactly. This guy gets it. But honestly, playing with these guys, it's a lot of fun. And we were talking a little bit earlier about all the musical backgrounds we all come from. Christian with jazz and Grant with folk. Tyler with a little bit of everything under the sun. And playing with these guys has been an absolute blast. And like Tyler was saying, we're going to hopefully try to get more music out there. He neglected to mention his Instagram account that you can also follow on for even more updates if you want to follow the Tyler Anthony adventure of getting sponsored by Busch Light.
Yeah.
And man, it's an adventure, man. I say every single show we do, there's always someone out there that's like, I know Busch Light, and it's like, all right, well. Get us the dang sponsorship already.
So someday I can see it now. Wherever you play, it's going to be half off Busch Light for the whole time you're on stage. Is that not a good deal right now? Busch Light.
Busch Light, can you do that for me? Because if not, I will do it. What is that? That's $300, $400 I gotta put down.
Yeah, well, it's like $325 for. It's cheap, Yeah, it's $1.75 for a drink.
Where we play,
Yeah.
I know some places, where you can get a tall boy Busch Light for $2.
The low places, right?
Yeah,
the ones you mentioned earlier in that Garth Brooks song. Yeah.
Got to go to your friends in those low places, and they can hook you up with the really good Busch Light deals.
We'll have you guys play us out in a second, but before we go, all of you talented musicians, all of you a variety of stuff, I just want to go around. How many instruments do you play? I just want to go through and kind of get a gauge of the musical, just the talent you guys all have.
I'm going to give myself credit for 2, but I do know how to kind of play 2 other instruments. So if you want to be technical about it, 4, but I'm only going to say 2.
Okay, so it's like 2 and then a couple half.
2 and like 2 quarters. They're just chilling there.
Well, it's like I say I'm bilingual, I'm in that same boat, right?
Puerto Baño. I can speak Spanish.
Mucho cerveza.
I'd say probably in the range of like 6 to 7 instruments.
What are they all the string instruments or?
Yeah, they're all strings. It's like the steel guitar, dobro, mandolin, regular guitar. Oh gosh, a little ukulele here and there, and bass as well.
A little ukulele in there too.
Ukulele every now and then.
All right, and Christian?
Well, I'm a percussionist, so it's a lot of instruments if you count them all. But
is it more than 6? Can you
technically, it's a lot more than 6, but
can you play the triangle though?
Oh yeah, I can.
Oh, he can.
Oh yeah, love
He
the
can play the trash can.
The trash can. I've done the trash can before. I've done.
So
drum,
you literally
like
anything that you're hitting with a stick, you can play it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just loves banging.
Haven't done the steel drum yet, but that's something I'm looking forward to trying.
Yeah, you got to try it.
Yeah, I play, 2, 3 instruments.
Okay.
2 very well, I hope, and 3 that piano. It comes in. I took a couple years of lessons, but I think it's safe to say with all of us, once you learn one instrument, whether it be guitar or piano or like bass, once you know once you know a stringed instrument, it's pretty easy to pick up on another one. So if you want me to play Smoke on the Water on that bass, I'll damn play it.
That's where everyone starts on guitar, right? And so is it one of those, like if you have an ear for music, is it just that much easier to keep picking things up?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, and I'm not going to give myself credit for that, but I think I'm good enough. But man, there's some good people out there, and I can say gladly that Grant Rohan, Trevor, they are just amazing when it comes to a stringed instrument, and Christian doesn't even listen to country music before we took him into the band. He was just listening to whatever jazz and whatever he wants. So I can safely say that he's pretty damn good at picking something up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it is 9:50, almost 9:57 right now. We'll have you guys play us out at 10 o'clock. We have the latest news coming up. In the meantime, one more great song from Tyler Anthony and the Trainwreck, which has been not a train wreck so far, but one more song. You got to make it through one more.
We can do that. Thank you. Don't push us too much. Chug it, chug, chug it, chug a lug. We're gonna go, right?
Yeah, my name's Tony Pettymore. The same as my daddy and his daddies before. You hardly ever saw Granddaddy around here. He only come to town about twice a year. He'd buy 100 pound of yeast and some copper light. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. And then on a Granddaddy dance, we headed up the holler with everything he had. For my time, I've been told you never come back from Copperhead Road. Now Daddy ran whiskey in a big black Dodge. He bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. The Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. Just a shotgun of primary looked inside. Now he and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound when the sheriff came around in the middle of the night. Heard Mama screaming, knew something wasn't right. He's headed down to Knoxville with a weekly load. He can smell the whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. I volunteered for the Army on my birthday. They drop the white trash first round here anyway. Yeah, they do. I done tour duty in Vietnam. Yeah, I came back with a brand new plan. I take the seed from Colombia, Mexico. Just planning down a holler down Copperhead Road. Now the DA's got a chopper overhead. I wake up screaming like I'm back over there. Learn a thing or two from Charlie, don't you know? You never come back from Copperhead Road.